Ron, I'm still confused on the redemption process once we turn in the SKRs, safekeeping receipts. Can you please explain your thoughts on how we turn those certificates in and how it converts into funds into our QFS accounts?
Okay, this is not a real big problem. And SKRs, safekeeping receipts. What is what does the safekeeping receipt represent? It represents the bonds. We had a tremendous donations from our members, and so far, I think we're probably in the SKRs that we have delivered. We're close to maybe 10 to 15% of the value that we have put forth as SKRs. We have all of the rest of that available for people who want to. It's for SKRs. Now, a safekeeping receipt acts as if you have the bonds in your hands. That's all it is. The Alliance knows that I have those bonds, and I've given out the receipts, the safekeeping receipts, so that we didn't have to mail the bonds to everybody. And so people in Timbuktu don't have to that don't have a postal service. I'm just surmising that. They can get them. All they have to do is email, and there they are. They're just as valuable and just as capable as humanitarians as anybody else. And because they didn't have bonds, they didn't think they could get the money. But the SKRs means now you got some money. Now you can go through the redemption process, even if you don't have any bonds or any Danong or Dong or any of those kinds of currencies to exchange. They're going to be sufficient in what they receive with the SKRs to do all of the humanitarian work that they want to do. That's why the whole process of the SKRs came about. If I wanted to send 100 T notes to South Africa, I did that. It cost me $191. We don't have enough money to be doing that. So we had to design a different way, and the SKRs was inspiration. It just came from God to let's just do it this way. Oh, well, that's really easy because all we have to do is email it. We can email wherever their internet goes. So that was the reason for that. Now, how can you turn? Okay, so when you have your bonds, you go to the redemption appointment, you turn them in, and what they're going to do is redeem them for you for the value that you ask for. And we've said $500,000 is probably the minimum that you want to ask. Well, that was before the SKRs came about. The SKRs have some tremendous bonds in them, and you get 360 million, which is $3 million each one of them. And so you ask for a rate of $500,000, then you're really, 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 really into some money. And so you're going to have all the money that you need for the next 100 years and even longer, perhaps. You'll have the income coming from the structured payout payments, and that goes into the quantum financial system, and then they send you a little bit, your annual. If you turn it into quarterly, it's up to you, but your annual payment for the next 100 years. And then you have some extra money that you can put in a savings account, and that's what you sit down with your counselor and you say, well, how much do we need for my projects that I want to do for the next 100 years? And then they'll say, well, why don't you put this there and then put the rest of it over into a savings account. So you don't have to save up. If a large project comes along, you've got the money in your savings account to do that. That's the way it's going to work. Okay. The quantum financial system is where when you redeem your bonds, the funds go into accounts that you set up for in the quantum financial system. and you have access to the quantum financial system and as many accounts as you want, you could come up with 15,000 different accounts that you're putting money into. The quantum financial system doesn't care. It's just you have to keep track of it. And so you do that. So, moving funds into quantum financial system is easy. You don't have to talk to anybody if you don't, other than the person you're trying to transfer to. Let's say I want to give $15 trillion to somebody. I just say, what is your account number in the quantum financial system? And they say, well, here it is. And so they give me the number. And I go in and I transfer $15 trillion into their account. Just account to account transfer. There's nobody else involved. Nobody else will know about it unless somebody tells something about it. That's the way it's going to be. So if you're a director in the CAC, give your directors a budget and put the money in their account, and they can spend it or do it, not spend it, but donate it, grants and all that sort of stuff that they'll be doing. You want to build a rec center, then you build a rec center. If you want to buy the fire department from the city fire department, why? Why would you want to do that? Because they can't afford it. There's NASAR comes along, and the governments that are corporations go away. And that's all we have right now. They won't have the money to buy firefighting equipment, nor do they have money to pay for the firefighters. The same with the EMS, the same with the police, the same with the people who plow the roads in the wintertime to keep the snow off the roads. We're going to be buying all of those kinds of services that need to be done in our local communities. That's why the CAC is so important. You're going to have opportunities to help grow your community. Not just with the $1,000 that the beneficiaries receive each week. Not just that, but you give them their contracts and to help. You give contracts to the people who are serving the community, and you want them to continue to serve the community if that's what they want to do. Then you give them a contract for that for at least 7 years, and if they want to double it, then double the benefits to it. Money is not the issue anymore. You'll never spend all of the money you get or have available to spend. You just won't do it. You can't do it. Try as hard as you will. Unless you're giving away $15 trillion to every person that's asking for. And that's not appropriate. So hopefully that'll help out. We've got a lot of new ideas and concepts that are going to be coming about as we implement these programs from Loved One Society. And the Alliance is right behind us every step of the way. So we are going to be a blessing to society because Loved One Society is created by the Alliance because the Alliance loves us. And God loves us and gave us all of these prime consciousness, quantum consciousness stuff like the QFS, the quantum voting systems, the quantum healing systems, the quantum education stuff. All of this is coming our way because God loves us. So we just go about our work and implement everything we possibly can that will serve our brothers and sisters here on this earth. Thank you for the opportunity to share this, and hope it's been helpful for you.
Well, that's a wrap, Ron. We've concluded our series, and as usual, it's been a pleasure, and we love being with you, and we look forward to everybody tuning in to hear all of the questions and the answers. And did you have any ending thoughts for us?
No, I feel like I'm finished with what I said. It feels good, feels complete.
Perfect.
So just go
Well,
with love everybody. Yeah.
okay, well,
Love.
then that's it for today, and we look forward to being with all of you for the next series. So God bless, and we love you all. Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome.